2 minutes. YouTube and Facebook, we got 2 minutes. Instagram. Got a good show for y'all. Just bear with us.
3, 2, 1, and it's done.
3, 2, 1, and it's done. That's from Miss Meen, that Diva. They can hear us. They just can't see us.
Y'all just can't see us. But what's going on today with you people? My bad. I'm trying to make sure I notify them.
Just can't see us.
Y'all just can't see us.
Here we go.
Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties.
What? Excuse me. What up, my people? I am your boy Zeke, the 5-foot freak, with my beautiful co-host.
Miss Meen, that Diva.
And we are back live after a long time being off the air.
Yes, we're so happy to be back.
And we are. And we have a great show for you all. But before we get into the show, be sure you let everybody know that we on air on our podcast radio station, being Zeke, the 5-foot freak, as well as the Upper Room. We are also live on Instagram, YouTube, as well as on Facebook under the Upper Room and Upper Room West. To our IG viewers and listeners, if you post comments, unfortunately, we won't be able to answer to you on IG. But if you are willing to come on YouTube or Facebook and post your comments, we can get right into them. So before that being said, I'm going to get into my Zeke Speaks. But I got something a little different, and I didn't even tell Miss Meen, that Diva, about this.
Okay,
but,
he come with a surprise.
Yeah, I always come with the surprise before we get on our topic. But first off, I want to give a big shout out to the legend, one of the Upper Room podcasters. He's been holding us down for the time that we have been off the air, because normally we'll coincide. He do it 1 week, we do it 1 week or 1 month.
Big
whatever
ups
the case
to
may
you,
be.
legend. Big ups to you.
And he's been doing his thing, and I've been having the pleasure to run his shows. And I don't look at it as work, because we all family and we always look out for one another. Big shout out to King Cleve. That's the man behind everything that we do. He the one had us to start the Upper Room podcast show, and had myself and the legend to branch off to do our own show, which now we have myself and Miss Meen, that Diva. Some things that y'all probably don't know about: on March the 25th, the whole Upper Room podcast, as well as Zeke Freaky Tales, will be going to Rice Junior High School in Altair, Texas, and we'll be doing a seminar for that middle school and some of the high schoolers. So we're looking forward to that. We're going to have footage for you all. We probably go live just for a little bit, and then we'll upload the footage with that. Now,
so excited.
Yeah, we're excited about that. Now, I'm going to go into some stuff from January up until this day. We had some very special things going on. On January the 19th was Miss Meen, that Diva birthday. So big shout out, happy belated birthday to Miss Meen, that Diva, as well as happy birthday to her. So we didn't have a show, so we weren't able to give her flowers and her roses on that day.
It's okay. I know y'all love me.
Right.
I love y'all too.
And on March the 25th, it was our grandmother's birthday. So happy birthday out to our grandmother. On February the 1st was one of our podcasters and our brother and family, Mr. Roderick Swan Russell's birthday, and he has Uncle Russ Round Table. On February the 5th, it was my homeboy Archie Williams and my play brother Jerry 240 Green's birthday. His was on February the 6th. On February the 10th was our cousin Reagan Hall's birthday. Happy birthday to you. On February the 24th was my brother, Mr. Steve-O Thomas' birthday. Happy birthday to him. Normally we would say this on our show, so I'm saying it since we're back on the air.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. On February the 26th, it was my brother Mars the Merc Cannon birthday. Happy birthday to you, Merc. on February the 28th, it was my birthday, even though I'm a leap year baby, and I probably drive my family and my wife crazy because I celebrate my birthday from February the 1st all the way to March the 1st because I'm a leap year baby. And I won't have my next birthday until February 2024. So happy birthday to myself. And it was also Stationhead App's radio birthday because that's the year that they started, February the 28th.
Wow.
On March the 4th, it was our cousin Kayla Anders' birthday and my homeboy and brother, Mr. Tim June, the Gook Offit birthday. On March the 11th, it was my mother-in-law, Miss Nicola Wells' birthday. And I got to tell y'all about this, and it was my brother Herschel Wafer's birthday, which I did attend the party. And something real crazy happened at the party. I don't know if this was planned or whatnot, but a female ended up stripping, getting butt naked. I couldn't enjoy it because by the time she took off everything, my wife was like, hey, let's go. So that did happen. That's a true story.
True story.
Also on March the 11th was my brother, Mr. Robert Guillory's birthday, and something special happened at his birthday party. It wasn't no stripping. But not only it was his birthday party, he proposed to his girlfriend, Kyra. So congratulations to you all. My friend, my brotherhood circle is almost closed. I think we have 2 more that's not married, so we waiting on them to do the same thing. And on March, and not last but not least, on March the 13th was our Uncle Steve Martin birthday. Happy birthday to you all.
All of you guys.
To all of you guys. So we didn't forget about y'all, even though we gave y'all shouts out on your birthday, but we wasn't able to give you all your shouts out on our podcast radio station and show. So with that being said, Miss Meena, what have you been up to?
Just grinding it out. Listen, it's been a whirlwind, okay? But yeah, just grinding it out, taking a ride, enjoying it every minute. I told you guys that we had a construction company. It's doing really good.
There you go.
Want to give a shout out to the boys. They are rocking it out.
You got to let them know what's the name of the company.
Yeah, Silver Coastal Construction. If you guys need anything, look them up on Facebook. My boys do wonderful work. You can call us. We'll try to be any price, but they have been rocking it out. And so it's just been a blessing to watch and be a part of. And I'm so excited for the future.
There you go. So, hey, that's a Black-owned business, so be sure you support those guys. You know how to get in contact with them. Don't let a job that you think is so small that it's too big for them because they can knock it out. They can do it all. Now, with that being said, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to play a little video. It's like 2 minutes long. It's kind of going into what the title of our show is. And when we come back, Ms. Nina, that Diva, we'll introduce the show, and then we're going to get into it, and we're going to try to entertain you guys for this hour. Please follow us on all of our social media outlets, whether it's on Twitter, Upper Room 19, on Instagram, The Upper Room, which we are live on now. YouTube, The Upper Room. Look for the 8-ball logo with the UR in the middle. We're also live on there now. You can post your comments. And on Facebook, The Upper Room, as well as The Upper Room West. If you want to listen to us and come on our podcast show through our radio station, download the Stationhead app and search for Zeke the 5-Foot Freak. Give us a follow, as well as The Upper Room. Give us a follow, and we can bring you on the show on any one of those outlets. And with that being said, we're going to take a quick break. And I am Zeke the 5-Foot Freak with my beautiful co-host,
Miss Queen of that Diva.
And we will be right back.
We'll be right back, people. Stay tuned.
It is I, the Cadillac. It is I, the Cadillac.
Off me! God, I can't sleep. I have to work in the morning. I'm sleeping on the couch.
It is I, the Caroline.
Is it you?
It is I, the cuddler.
Oh, Cuddler, why won't Michael spoon me?
Shh, go to sleep. I'm here to do what I came to do,
Thank you.
and that's cuddle with you. Oh.
Yeah. Wait, where are you going?
I have to go.
What is that?
There's an old saying, young lady. He who hits is he who quits, and he who cuddles lays in a puddle.
Oh, I love it when you dance. It's so sexy.
The cuddle dance,
Yeah,
the cuddle dance,
I love it.
the cuddle dance,
Sexy.
the cuddle dance. Okay,
Some more.
the cuddle dance,
Hit me with it, baby.
the cuddle dance.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I got to go.
Oh, when will you be back?
I'll be back soon, baby. I'll be back soon.
Oh, her.
Yeah. See you later.
Oh, take me with you.
The cuddle dance, the cuddle dance.
Cuddler.
It is I. It is I. The Caroline.
All right, we are back, and I am your boy Zeke, the 5-foot freak, with my beautiful co-host.
Miss Meen, that Diva.
So we are back with today's show. We've been away for a while, but we are happy to be back. And with that being said, I'm gonna let Miss Meen, that Diva, get into the title of our show, and then we're gonna dig in.
The title of our show is The Tinder Swindlers. People who manipulate and swindle other people. Okay? Let's talk about it, people. Manipulation is real.
It is. It is.
But are we fools for falling for it?
I think so.
You think so?
And I have to admit, at my younger age, we've all done it. And I'm pretty sure we all have done it, whether it's a male or a female. But the thing, what gets me is, why do we let it go for so long? Why, when we see and notice the habits, we don't speak on it, or we speak on it and your partner or significant other argue about it, you decide to leave it alone, and it just goes on and on and on. So, and one of the reasons why I wanted to do this show, because I got this off the Tinder Swindler. It's on Netflix. And the gentleman, Mr. Levi, lied about his name, changed his identity, and he ended up manipulating, as they know of, 3 women for a lot of money. Mm-hmm. And it ended up leading to other women, but the other women didn't come out because of the fact of being embarrassed of what happened, how it happened, and how long they let it happen.
Right. But people are good, though. I don't agree with.
Hold on, what you mean they are good? Good at what?
At manipulating.
Oh, okay.
And so, like, you may hold it against the ones that fall for the manipulation, but I done been manipulated. Men are, and I'm gonna just say, men, you know, because usually I'm on y'all side, but hey, listen, y'all are the biggest manipulators there is.
I have to disagree.
Okay.
We're gonna go 50-50 on that. But I want you to explain.
You got some great women manipulators too. You know.
But you said the men are the biggest.
But yeah.
But okay, why? Why you say men are the biggest?
Have you ever heard of a woman having a polygamy situation where she got multiple husbands, living in the same house, making families and everything together. Have you ever heard of it? Of that happening where the woman is the sole, she's a single solo alpha woman, I guess, and she got 3, 4, 11 men. All of them know about each other. They all in the same household. Is there one? Is there one?
I don't think so.
So in
you said,
relationships,
but you said
nine times
the man is in control.
The man he's the only man with 5, 6 women. Where they do that at?
Why do the women allow it to happen?
Because men are great at he told them, baby, listen, we gonna build this empire together. Me, you, Teresa, Sandra, and Shirley. Barbara gonna come too. All us gonna get together. Barbara, we're gonna try to keep Barbara and Shirley away from each other, but we're gonna come together and we're gonna make this thing work, and we're gonna have the greatest dynamic, and we're gonna be unstoppable. That's what he's telling them. He has to tell them that, because the woman's not gonna think, okay, I'm sharing my man for what reason? He has to manipulate and say, oh, we working towards something grand, blah, 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 for them to even consider it.
But see, that goes both ways, because the women do the same thing. You all, not you, and not, well, some of the women, you can make the man think you love him, and you can sex him and all of this here for money and for looks.
But that's minute manipulation.
But it's still manipulation. It doesn't matter.
A woman coming to you saying, baby, you and Jerome gonna have to live in the house with me together.
I don't think a man gonna fall for that.
And she have a whole reason why, and she drill it in and make it sound real good.
Unless that man like really don't give a F, and
it's not that. So you saying all the women in these relationships, they don't give a F?
You know what? Some may not, but I just think
he didn't.
I don't know. I'm trying to choose my words carefully, because I don't want these women to tell me up. I ain't gonna say that they stupid.
But
I ain't
it's
gonna say
just
that
the fact,
they dumb.
though. It's the fact.
Like,
it's not that you're gonna try to take up for the men. It's what's out here statistically. We've already run the numbers. We don't have any women out here.
Already run the numbers.
Yeah, we ran the numbers. It's no women out here having multiple men in a polygamous relationship. There's none. We ran the numbers.
But women do have multiple men, but they probably ain't staying in the same house. Look at that look.
But
they have multiple men. They just not in the same house.
And they don't know about each other.
No. Or if they do, that's my brother. That's
no,
like
but I'm talking about Shirley babysitting Barbara's kids while Barbara go out and they all bring their money in the same pot and all of this.
But Shirley may be babysitting Barbara kids, because Chris told Shirley that Barbara's just like a sister. They being sisters, like sisters and brothers.
He tell him that. He told him, Shirley, me and Barbara together, we got 2 kids together. Me and you got 1 kid. Me and Teresa got 3 kids. We live in a house together, and we sing Kumbaya together. We break bread together. We put all our money in the same pot. And what is that? What's happening?
Hey, I don't know why that's happening, but this is my thing. We all know that we have a lot of dating apps out there, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Doing the research for this show, I found out that Atlanta, the state of Atlanta, have their own dating apps for that state.
Just for Atlanta.
Just for Atlanta. Even though you got
Georgia.
Yeah, for Georgia, I mean.
But Atlanta is the city.
If you look up like dating apps in Atlanta,
they have their own.
Yeah.
Wow.
Texas does too.
Texas does too?
Yeah.
What is it? The cowboy, whatever?
I don't know. Hey, I wrote them down, but I don't have my notes with me to be able to tell you. But
you see, my co-host and forgot the note.
Yeah, I did. But, and this is a true story, so you can look it up if you think I'm lying. Atlanta have their own dating apps. Wow. Texas does too.
Texas does.
But the thing is, a lot of people, in my opinion, I'm speaking for the fellas. They probably be like, Zeke, you a damn lie, whatever the case may be. with these dating apps and with Tinder being one of them, because that's what I was show based off of, majority of the time, Tinder now, I got me a little Tinderoni. See that Tinder over there? Majority of the time, when men get on these dating apps, they are getting on these apps just to fuck.
Oh, that's why I see some of y'all husbands and boyfriends on there. But see, Nick, listen, because y'all know, fellas, I'll be on your side.
Oh,
but
man.
I see so many of y'all that I know in relationships.
Now you gonna have all these married women going on these apps.
Listen.
See what you just did?
Sign up, bro. Sign up.
Hey, don't y'all be inboxing this nigga so much. Is my husband on there?
Listen, I ain't never been a snitch. I'm not going in the jailhouse to give a statement, but if somebody on the street say, "What you saw, girl?" I saw it too, girl. But I'm not going to the station to tell there's a difference. So yeah, sign up.
Hey, as you can see, we spontaneously putting some of our comments up, and we have one, Miss what's that? How you pronounce her name? Shantae Williams. She said she wish she was here with us, and you can. Only thing you need to do is tell us you want to come on the show. We can send you the link, and you can be a guest on our show with us, and you can host the show with us if you would like to come on. But the thing is, we always tell our guests, once you come on the show and you voice your opinion or whatever the case may be, you better be ready for some comments to come behind it. But we got your back though, because we ain't scared.
Because we ain't scared.
Yeah, we ain't scared.
Tell them move.
But with these apps, majority of the men are going on these apps because they looking for some ass.
So they don't say. So you don't think any of the men on the dating app are there for a real relationship? Because you do have some men. Now listen, Black, BLK.com. Sign up. Anyway, you don't think like on Black, they have men on there who are like button up ties, you know what I'm saying? And
so that attracts you because he looked handsome, the nice beard or mustache.
But you have to put like your job description, like what you do.
But they can lie about the job description. The guy, Tim the Levi, lied and said he was an heir.
But most of them be having their work clothes on.
But then I'm pretty sure they got a job.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't have to be rich guys. I'm saying they have.
I can agree with you and disagree. It's just my opinion. Some fellas probably cursing me out right now, but I don't care. They may go on now, which I said in the beginning. Their intentions is to get some skin.
Get some skin.
Now, I'm not saying within that time that he was like, man, I just wanted to hit, and then I developed feelings for you. Then we together.
But you got to get to the hit first.
I mean, it's gonna lead up to that. Or he gonna try to hope it leads up to that. And I you know what? I wonder if any women that started dating men on these dating apps or guys that started women. Yeah, but let's just say me and you started dating on the dating app. And my intention was just to hit. And I end up hitting. I guarantee you a lot of these females throughout that course of time and say, hey, you know when we met on Tinder, what was your intentions? You think they had a conversation?
Probably so. Oh. But they ask you what are your intentions on there, and some of them are honest and says they want some ass, but some of them, say they want a serious relationship. But if you serious, sign up. They say in the profile.
So when I say I'm serious, you'll be like, okay, he's looking for a relationship. He's serious, but I'm lying though because I really want to hit. Within that 2 or 3 months.
So you men are going on there after desperate.
I didn't say all men. I say majority.
Women is on there because they've gotten desperate and like we can't find good men. We looking for them. So instead of trying to meet them in public, in person, and then have to go through the whole, they have it right there. All the questions we want to ask is right there. We can sift through them.
And we can lie with all them questions that they ask.
See, we vulnerable and y'all manipulate.
Man, men are vulnerable too.
You see what I'm saying?
I can put on there. I can put on there. I got 6 figures. Be lying my butt off.
Someone to love us and hold us and care. And y'all on there just trying to get some ass.
Well, we have one of our viewers said maybe, but the other dudes already messed it up for the good dudes. I don't think the other dudes messed it up for the good dudes. I think sometimes you just have to be careful what you're looking for and what you trust in. If you trusting in the app, maybe you probably need the app to say, you know what, I probably wouldn't have never seen this guy if I wasn't on the app. But you need to go off of when you date that person off the questions you want to ask. You can't go off what you see on the app.
Right.
Because I can lie about everything on that.
Right. But and that's why ladies don't be so. The cookie is valuable. See what I'm saying? All they want is the cookie.
You know what? I have,
but you got women on there who flipping the script too, and they getting serial dates.
But you
know
have,
what I'm saying? Like
but you have,
dating.
You got some men flipping the script. You got some men flipping the script too. Because an uncle of ours told me, and I thought it was very interesting that he made this statement. He said, you know what? Women value and treasure their private parts as a temple. Why can't a man do the same?
Oh, because y'all
as in, like, I'm not just gonna be having sex with everybody. I'm gonna be able to tell y'all no too.
Oh, y'all don't do that. It could be a damn hole in the wall. Go stick that. It's juicy. Go hit that. They go and hit the wall. You hear me?
So you don't think nah, I disagree.
Free coochie in your face. Turn it down. She walk up. She nice looking. She, you know what I'm saying? She don't have to be a baddie. She can just be presentable. And she say, "Oh, I want to just."
I think us
men.
I think us men could be strong
and screw you real good.
But look, I want to.
What y'all gonna say?
Let's go.
And my point is proven. People, y'all see this? Let's go.
Back in the days, I ain't gonna say that. Now, hold on. Before you go there, I want to give a big shout out to Miss Grim Talk. She's following us on our podcast radio station. If you would like to come on the show to voice your opinion on our topic, you are more than welcome. But I'm glad you tuned in, and we really appreciate the follow. Go ahead, Ms. Meen.
So then, how are you valuable when y'all are for the streets?
I didn't say
everybody can have y'all.
But some men are strong. I'm just saying, back in the days. Let me clarify that. Back in the days, I probably would have been like, "Let's go," but
right.
I'm gonna be like, "Hell no!"
Get beat up at home. Y'all don't know. Y'all see, he had to make sure he put that disclaimer out there 3-4 times. Yeah, no, I'm just playing.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all can. You're not value. See, it's like a jewel, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's precious, and so that jewel does not pass a lot of hands because then it depreciates.
That jewel don't want a lot of hands to touch it.
Correct, because it's precious. That's like a woman. Most women. I ain't gonna say all y'all, because some of y'all are some baby freaks, and we ain't gonna talk about it right now. But for the men, y'all like rocks. You know
what you mean by that?
Anybody can pick up a rock.
Oh, so you said any woman can pick up any man? That's what you just said, but you didn't say it exactly like that. I'm saying in
regards to sex, if a woman verbalizes to a man, "Hey, I just want to hit," right? Mm-hmm. And she verbalizes that, I don't want no complications. I don't want anything. I'm just here for a good time, not a long time, just a right now time. Y'all taking a ride. What about the women we are smashing? Why are they not just like men messing around with aliens? Then that's what I'm saying. Listen, I didn't say all women, but I'm saying you guys could be hitting great women, but the women know. Okay, so let me tell y'all a secret.
Here we go.
In the women community, the guys with the good penis get passed around too. Mm. We communicate with each other, and we tell each other, and we use y'all.
So y'all swindling us then?
No, not necessarily.
Yes, you are. So here I could have developed feelings for you.
When you just wanted to hit and you got on Tinder or
no, but you got on Tinder to find me. I didn't find you.
I was finding love.
But you passing your love around. I mean, like, I'm your love, but you passing me around.
No, you're not my love. I'm saying we use some of y'all. Oh. The ones with the great, and that's all you good at. We use y'all. We tell the other ones about you, but we know you're not man potential, but we'll pass you around to use you.
Just sexual potential.
Right. Hmm. And y'all let it happen and y'all think it's great. But it just shows how shallow y'all are. Well, men, some men.
Well, the interesting thing, she said facts. Brown Talks on Stationhead App Radio said facts. So I guess she's agreeing with Miss Meena, that Diva. So now I have 3 females, but 4 that's on YouTube and 1 that's on our radio station agreeing with one another. And the only person I have helping me on there is the legend. But that's fine. We're going to still stand our ground and hold our own. Now,
we off topic too. We were supposed to talk about Tinder Swindlers.
Yeah, I'm going to get back on that.
You going to go?
I'm going to get back on that. Now, also on this show, the 3 women that was manipulated, I tried reaching out to all 3 of them. I didn't get a response back.
By the Tinder Swindlers?
Yeah. I thought it would have been great to have them on the show because, for one, they're from overseas and a different country. And it goes to show you, not only people get swindled here in the United States, they get swindled overseas too. So it happens everywhere. Well, one of the women said the reason why she went to the dating app, which we kind of touched on, it was to find love. And as I said before, I think in my opinion, with most guys, they not going on there to find love. They going on there to hit. And the reason being, they black book probably is running thin because the women found out that they was full of shit, don't want to fool with them no more. So now they going to apps with people that don't really know them, and they can tell them anything. Like I just told Miss Meena that D, but now you can lie. I got 6 figures, or I can do this and I can do that. And that's kind of what this guy Levi did. What he was doing, he was manipulating these 3 women for their money. I would talk to Miss Meena, that Diva, tell her I need a loan because my accounts got froze, which I don't understand. If you're a billionaire, why you need to borrow money from me when you can borrow money from other guys that you in your same circle as being rich. Now I may get 20,000 from her and then start talking to the wall, and then I'm using her 20,000 to
take Sarah out.
Yeah, to take Sarah out. Then after I get with Sarah, now I'm get up for 50,000, and then I'm talking to Jill because I'm using Sarah 50,000 to talk to Jill, and he did this on and on and on
and made
millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars.
But my thing is, we have guys here in the United States doing the same thing, but they ain't going for millions. They going for little bitty cash. Now I'm not saying go for big money, but I'm just saying y'all playing around with it because this guy he was getting it. He was getting it. Wow. So one of the women said, just from talking to this guy, which I'm pretty sure some women go through, his conversation got her nervous, made her nerves fly, which I'm pretty sure probably got her tingly down there from the things he said, and she knew right then and there it was love.
He was great. Like most men are.
Hold on. This Ground Talk said, I get on Tinder to refill my black book.
Yes, ma'am.
Women doing it too.
But we do it on a lesser level. See, we just know we want to get whatever we want to get out of the deal, right? Mm-hmm. Like in regards to, we'll have a list, about 10 of them, you know, in our repertoire that we go on dates with, drinks, dinner, but 9 out of the 10 will never hit it. What? And we know that. But we got one that it got good with, right? And he may be the chosen one, and he has the chosen gifts that we need, and then we use him too, temporarily.
But hold on a second. We have Miss Grime Talks, who came on to our podcast radio show. Miss Grime Talks, can you hear us?
Hi, how are you?
You're doing good. Now, first off, am I pronouncing your handle name right? Is it Grim Talks or Grime Talks?
It's Grim Talks.
Grim Talks. I do apologize. I mess up everybody's name, and our co-hosts get on me all the time about it. But welcome to our show. Could you tell us a little about yourself? Where you from?
Okay, so I'm 26. Actually, I'll be 27 this week.
Happy birthday!
Thank you. I'm from a suburb north of Dallas, but I currently live in Houston. I'm a Navy veteran. I'm single. I don't have no kids. I don't have no man. So.
Oh, you out here singling and mingling, girl.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, girl.
And there are different types of women out there to deal with. There are women like me who are single, who want a marriage and kids, but you got to earn it. There are women who are single who don't want that.
Absolutely.
There are women who are single who have kids. There are women who are not single who don't have kids and don't want kids. There's women who fit as many different categories of men. There are as many categories of women, right? So when I say I get on Tinder to refill my black book. I wanted to clarify.
Yeah, you better clear it up because I'm about to go in.
My dad told me at a young age. I'm the youngest of 7, right? 2 girls, 4 boys, and then me. So I have a very high affinity for the male mind. My dad told me when I was 14, date men the way they date you. And I was like, well, what you mean? Because, I'm 14. Like, what did it mean? He was like, it's real simple. Get you your first string. Now, I'm from Texas, so we watch football. Everybody might not get this reference. The guys will. Get you your first string. Get you about 3 to 5 dudes who you rotate on a weekly basis. They know their role. They know their position. They stay in their zone.
Listen to this shit.
No, this is real.
What you do.
Yeah.
Get you your first string. Everybody got a week. You get a week. Next week is the next one. Next week is the next one. Next week is the next one. Then you get your second string. That way, if somebody start acting stupid, they start playing games, they forget what their role is.
They get cut.
Injured reserve, you get to come up. Yeah, you put them on the injured reserve because they got to do some rehab. Got to see, what's going on with you.
Right.
Man. Miss Grim Talk.
Talk to him, boo. Talk to him.
Miss Grim Talk, can go ahead. I want you to finish because I got some questions.
After you have your second string, then you got your bench warmers. Them the dudes who's on the team, but they don't play.
No, they never play. They never play. No, they never play.
Oh my God.
They don't see the field, but they got a jersey. That's what counts.
Right.
That's what counts.
Right.
You got a jersey. You're on the team.
You can come warm up. All of those things.
Right, okay.
That's a text message here and there. We keep in touch, but we don't really get,
Instagram bio. You're good.
Yeah, right.
Oh my goodness, man.
Then you have your prospects. Those are dudes in the stands every weekend watching the game, trying to play. Man, if I really wanted to, I could be up there with you.
Maybe you can.
Oh my goodness.
You get your prospects. And then last, when you're ready to go to the Super Bowl and get that ring, get your quarterback. If you ain't ready to go to the Super Bowl, don't go looking for no quarterback.
Okay.
He's going to go look for a team that's going to pay all his worth.
Right.
Miss Grim talks.
And that's what I've been doing ever since. And I ain't never had my heart broke. I ain't never wasted my time. I ain't never been played out. I ain't never lost a minute of sleep. You learn when to get out. And get out fast. Be decisive with it.
Miss Grim talks.
See, I like her. Cause
No.
No.
Yes.
But just let me say this real
Go
quick.
ahead.
I like her. You know why?
Why?
Because she's a sensible woman. Right?
No, Miss Grim talks just pissed me off.
No, wait. And it does. Because you know what? She's one of the ones that knows how to play the game like y'all
See,
play.
y'all playing
But
games.
we play better.
Miss Grim talks.
No.
No.
You guys play all the time. It's when these select few women who have a mind on straight, who like to handle themselves a certain way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not all emotional, caught up, in denial, all that. No, she one of the smart women, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because then when we play, we always play way better than you guys.
Oh.
We know how to play better than you guys. See, and y'all can't stand that when y'all find a woman like that.
No, you and Miss Grim talks about to piss me off.
About to piss you off.
First off, Miss Grim
We
talks.
supposed to be stupid.
Miss Grim talks.
Yes.
First off, before I get into you, I just want to read off these statements that we getting on our YouTube and Facebook page. The legend just said, "Man, I've always been a starter, and I ain't coming off." Then we have, hold on, because I'm giving them their social media fame before I go in. Miss DeWanda Crookshank said, "I like her too." So you getting some likes on our podcast radio station, damn it, and I'm getting upset about that. Anyway, and then she said, Donette also said, "So men can do it, but women can't." So y'all playing games too. So hold on.
Y'all taught us the game.
No, we didn't teach y'all the game. We didn't teach y'all the
We
game.
never played football. Then we said shit.
No,
we don't have to play football. We can
Miss Grim
coach this thing.
Miss Grim talks using football because she's from a football state and she's trying to get a way for the fellas to understand, which is pissing me off being a fella.
No, I'm saying
Now-
in the game. We we never played the game.
The legend said, no. Y'all not better because y'all sloppy.
We want to coach this thing. We can coach.
Now.
You said what, Miss Grimm?
He said, you're not about to use my sport against me. I don't rock with it.
But see, they was mad because then we became the owners of the team. You see what I'm saying? When we became the owners of the team, it was, what the hell y'all doing? Y'all don't even belong on the field. You don't know nothing about football.
Too. Now, Ms. Grimm talks. Now, here go the one-on-one, me and you. First off, if a man would have said everything that you said about our starting lineup, which we do say, I got me a roster, y'all would consider us as hoes.
But y'all been that.
But when a man addresses a woman as that, it's a big ass argument.
But we not hoes because y'all hate all of y'all people, y'all players.
But then
I just want to say, there is nothing wrong with a man or a woman or whatever you choose to identify living in your hoe phase. Just
what we have it, and you're not gonna act like everybody does not have them.
I'm not gonna say that.
Thank you, Miss.
Hold on.
Men can be hoes too. Hoe up Tristan Thompson.
There you go. Ho in these streets.
She say Tristan Thompson.
Ho. I'm not gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna be sloppy, messy, nasty with it. Have multiple children. Ho.
That's what my mama told me. Let me tell you, my daddy gave me that advice at 14. My mama told me at 16 because I couldn't start dating until I was 16. She's like, if you're gonna be out here dating, don't be sloppy. Don't be sloppy. Don't be having people out here in your business. Don't be associated with people who are gonna be out there telling your business. What you do is what you do, and that's your business. And the people who associate in that business are the only ones who need to know. Y'all wonder why Will Smith and Jada still together?
Okay.
Will Smith put paperwork on all them hoes. Will Smith ain't. That's
non-disclosure.
So we need to start. So us men, we need to get us a list of non-disclosures and just hand them out.
Yeah.
I like it, and make sure that you have the resources to enforce that non-disclosure, because you have bitches out here signing paperwork and you can't do nothing about it. She gonna laugh as she signed it.
Well, and my next thing is like some of these young. Now I'm defending these men, Miss.
Whatever, Mina. Mary Magdalene, however you pronounce her name, y'all know who I'm talking about in the Bible, started it. She did all the disciples.
Well, and then these young men, these young great men that you had on your roster, and I know they was all great innocent men that you were just throwing off and talking about he was on the bench because he never was gonna play. You wasted all these guys' time. You crushed their ego. Yeah, you did.
No, everybody feels like a king when they with us for that week. What you mean?
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why men and women are different. A woman is gonna tell you where you stand with her.
Thank you.
I'm gonna let you believe you stand in Texas when really you in Florida, and everybody knows Florida is batshit crazy. That's what the problem is.
Manipulation.
Hey, I'm trying to get your number. I'd like to holler at you. Okay, well, just so you know, I'm already dating 2 people right now. So, like, if that's a problem, cool. If not, I'll be willing to give you my number because you're cool. But be aware that my time is already going to 2 other people. That means not only are you competing with them, but you got to compete with myself. Because what a lot of these people don't realize is when you're at peace with yourself, it don't matter how many people want your number, how many people want to take you out, how many people want to go spend money on you, where they want to take you, where you trying to go.
You still going to be choosing.
I can take myself there and I'm at peace with myself.
Ms. Graham talk. So you telling me if Craig comes up to you and be like, hey, how you doing? You're a very nice looking young lady. Can I get you a drink? So you would tell him, hey, I'm already dating 2 guys. So
yes, we are honest in that.
To buy me a drink. He's not asking for my number. You offered to buy me a drink. I'm going to let you do that.
So if he was saying if it was any way that, you know, me and you can talk or whatever the case may be, then that's when you'll hit him. You already talking to 2 guys?
You want to talk? We can talk. I'm not talking to. I'm going to tell you like I just told you the other day when I was standing in line. Because he's like, you looking for a side nigga? I can't have a side nigga if I don't have a main nigga. I got 2 boyfriends. That's what I got.
Oh, so what if he would have said, well, do you want a 3rd one?
Can you handle that?
He did say that, and I told him if you want to put in the application, feel free.
I like her.
Her ass got to answer for everything.
No, she keeping it real, and we do. Okay, I always use this analogy. Women are like cats and men are like dogs. Have you ever seen a cat have sex?
No, I haven't.
You may have heard them or heard about them.
She having a good time.
She said, "What'd you say, Miss Brown?"
You hear them though.
You hear them, yeah, but you'll never see them.
Mm-hmm.
But what you can catch two dogs stuck together on the side of the road somewhere. It's all out in the open and sloppy. You'll never know. A woman is great at it. Like, we can take the game and flip it, you know what I'm saying, several times and be the best at it. We just allowed you guys back in the gap, but now women are more liberated, right? And so we to the point where we like, okay, since this is what I'm having to deal with, right? Okay, well then let me play it to my advantage then, because I'm tired of being the one who ends up with the short end of the stick. The one who ends up crying and brokenhearted and oh, okay, that's what we doing.
But see, but both
Let's
of y'all
play
are speaking for a few women that's doing it, and then that's the same thing. Like,
I'm speaking for me. I can't tell you what Jill and Janet out here doing.
and I respect that. And if it was more stronger women like you two, we wouldn't be having all this bull crap and this manipulation. Like, you go into these apps, not you all, but I'm just saying they go to these apps. They getting lied to and they hurt. One of the things one of the women said, and one of the topics was the lies. Why do us men and the women believe them when y'all catch a man in a lie, or when a man catch a woman in a lie? What's that?
I can't stand a victim asshole.
No.
Shit.
No.
Man, quit playing the victim. You knew he was lying.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
if he had 50,000, he would have charged you a private jet to flew you out.
But he did fly out.
But he did fly some of them out.
Fly some of them out on a private jet, and so that was just a part of it.
Specifically, I'm talking about in general. Like, women know when men are lying. And
yeah.
Please don't take this personally, Zeke.
Oh my God.
Don't take this seriously. Men are intelligent creatures, but they're not smart. They're not smart. There's a difference.
Very.
Men are intelligent, and some men are even wise, but they are not always smart.
Mm-mm.
Shit don't always add up.
No.
And if you do not have the ability to do the math on your own, you don't need to be in the class. Plain and simple. If you can't ascertain when somebody is gaslighting you, when someone's love bombing you, when someone's telling you everything that you want to hear, stop being so desperate for love. You're not desperate for love. You're desperate to be valued. Find your own value. You're not desperate for love. You're desperate to be touched. Go to the sex toy shop and get your.
Hold on. I gotta stop you right now, Miss Brown. No, I gotta stop you. I tell the girls all the time. I have this conversation with my homegirls. Listen, y'all. Let's go. Let's have a day where we just go to the sex shop. I'm gonna enlighten you, motherfuckers. You're not desperate. You're just horny. Bitch, if you fuck yourself, you will be okay.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, with the technology,
She is my people.
You can get what you need to get without finding it in a man. Like, I promise you can. It might take a little practice. You might have to trial and error a couple of products. That's cool. It happens. We do that anyway when we look for a nail tech.
Okay.
She said we were looking for
I
a nail
them
tech.
out right. The shine is not shiny.
Like to do your makeup for your birthday party.
Okay.
You don't want to trial and error with your own sexual pleasure. Take control of your body. You want to take control of your body by dressing like a streetwalker, but you don't want to take control of your own pleasure. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Are you two saying y'all don't need a man?
We don't. No, hold on. There's a very thin line between I don't need a man and I got, and I need a man. Okay, there is. But I'm not saying I don't need a man. We all, as women, especially Black women, should want to have that king in our life that can help us, I would say, grow into ourselves. Because you do have great men who are wise, who can put and instill good things into you. That's why we have great fathers and things like that. So I'm not going to say we don't need a man, but I'm saying for the single woman, those of us who are out here in this single land and being played and being ran through and used, listen, if you're not, honey, you're not lonely, you're just horny, boo. And I'm telling you, if you guys take the time to get to know your bodies, go to the sex shop, buy you a little something that can do double duty at the same damn time.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? And you get that ultimate orgasm in the middle of the day. You like chipper. What can we do next?
Ms. Grim talk.
And a nap, girl, and your whole day will be changed. And guess what? You now, when the dude call your phone, you like, boy, what? Boy, please.
Ms. Grim talk. Ms. Grim talk. Before you go into that, now I'm gonna ask you the same question that I asked Miss Meen that Diva. So you saying you don't need a man?
I think women need men and men need women.
No, that ain't what I asked you. See, you changing the question. My question to you was,
need a person of the opposite gender? No, they don't. What is it that a man should provide for me that I should not provide for myself? And I ask that because and not every woman has the type of father that I grew up in a two-parent household. I grew up with a father who was a stepfather, but a father who was very active and very hands-on in my growth and development from a very young age. So when I tell you, no, I do not feel like I need a man, I honestly can say that because my father taught me how to go out and figure out what's wrong with my car. Take it to the mechanic, have them diagnose it, go over to Napa, O'Reilly's or AutoZone, get on the internet, check the prices, figure out what needs to be done, get on YouTube University, and change it yourself. He taught me how to figure out which handyman or which electrician or whatever is the best price for what needs to be done and for the time that's going to be spent. He taught me how to do basic things. He taught me how to rewire a computer. He taught me how to drive. He taught me how to do my budget and my finances. He taught me how to play pool so I could go and hustle dudes at the pool. This man taught me so much. This man poured so much into me.
But
so
you have women who suffer from daddy issues.
I do not need a man. I can honestly say that because what are you going to provide? What are you going to bring forward into my life that I cannot do for myself? I love myself. I value myself. I respect for myself. I provide for myself. I keep myself safe, strapped up every time.
I know that's right.
To make sure that I'm good. So when you as a man are coming to me saying, well, you don't need them other two niggas, or you don't need them two boyfriends, or I can be the only one, I don't need to. What can you do that not only they can't do, but I can't do for myself? When you can let me know, then I'll know that I need you. I don't want a man who wants to be needed. I want a man who wants to be here because I want you, not because I'm dependent on you.
Because needs change.
I can't pay my bills without you. Because I'm not
real talk. Don't need no man.
Because I'm gonna have to get on the bus.
She didn't say. She said she didn't need a man. She may not need him, but she's saying that when she settles down, it's because she wants him, and that's what most men need to get out of. You guys.
No, she said she don't need a man.
Listen, need him, but she wants him. You don't want to be needed because when her need. That's like men who go and date for women who just when the need runs out. Right. And the need changes. Now you're no longer needed.
You say men say they want an unconditional love. Being needed is a condition.
Yeah.
Because guess what?
When I don't need your ass no more.
Need you up until a certain age. If you have done what you are supposed to do as a parent, that child wants you around. That child wants to confide in you. They want to ask you questions. They want to understand from your perspective. If they need you to tell them how to file their taxes or how to ascertain whether or not they need HMO or whatever type of insurance at work, you have failed. You have not done your job right because they are still needing you to get through their day-to-day life and
adulthood
as an adult.
You know, so we have one of our viewers just said, Ms. Darnett, she said, I don't need a man, I want a man. That's the difference in better had. See, y'all starting this Beyonce stuff when she was talking about all my single ladies and all that. If I knew who you was, Miss Graham Talks, and I was out somewhere and I saw you with a man, I'd be like, hey, brother, this woman don't need you.
And
you wasting your time.
You're right. I tell them that.
You're right.
That's the thing y'all don't be understanding. Y'all be acting like, I think y'all think that you know, women like me. I can't say all women. Women like me are one way in person, and then in our head we're secretly plotting. No, I'm not. I don't got time for that. I just don't. I don't have the time. I don't have the desire. I don't have the will. I'm gonna let you know right now. Oh, my car making a sound. You gonna look at it, or do I need to go look at it? Oh, okay.
Bro, don't ask them to look at it because you don't need them. You need to go do it yourself.
Yeah,
but she's saying that she can.
When you get hungry, don't tell your girl you're hungry. Go in there and cook you something.
See, now you're going tit for tat. now your man didn't say he didn't need you. I'm just telling you that you said you ain't need him.
If that's that.
See how she started laughing? See how she started laughing?
Why? Hold on, see. Why would I want a man who needs me to ensure that he remains fed and on a healthy diet? Like, you can't go cook for you. If I have to stock up the freezer with frozen meals and snacks and the pantry and the fridge before I go out of town for 2 weeks with my girls to make sure that you don't go to McDonald's every freaking day, boy, go. Go on and rent to a room. Because bye. You can't feed yourself. You can't keep your own house clean. What? No, bye.
See, but this is the type of woman y'all call independent. You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing wrong with an independent woman.
But men are
some men have a problem with that.
Some men have a very big problem with it.
Men who have a problem with me, and so well, that ain't my brother. Not my nigga, not my brother.
Well, because you don't need a man. But look, before you go into that, the next part. I got two of them though. Because you need them. See, you need a man.
No, because I want them, and that's what they know. They know that when my time is with them, I don't care about them.
I wish they would come on this radio station, because I would love to know if Miss Grim Talks is telling the truth. I would love to hear from them.
She is though. She probably is. I mean, you have women who tell the truth and are gonna tell the truth, and men who are okay with that and play their position. Just like you have women who are in situations where they accept a man doing all these things, and it's okay for them because they play their position.
What's that one girl who is with what's that one? She don't do much, but he a rapper. The girl who's with the baby, with the ignorant one who be fighting and putting his hands on everybody.
But he not with her no more.
Why do you think? No, not the white girl. Not the white girl. It's the black girl who got all his kids. The white girl on the
I don't know.
The black girl got 2 or 3 of his kids. I remember when he was going. The two of them was the white girl and the black girl was going back and forth. And I'm like, bro, he not gonna leave that girl. She got 3 of his kids. She in the house with her name on the lease that he just bought, the multi-million-dollar. She not gonna leave. Why? Because she gonna let that nigga go out, do his dirt, and come right back. Everybody, there are different types of women out there. There are women who are willing to be like, you know what, as long as he come home, as long as he handle up at the house, as long as he don't have no outside kids, as long as she don't come knock on his door.
I'm good.
Plenty of women that don't make excuses for you. It's plenty of women that say, no, I'm not with that. It's plenty of women that say, you know what, why don't you just bring her in and, she can be our girlfriend.
Right.
There's a woman out there for you.
Just tell the truth.
There's a woman out there for you.
That's why we're like on this. Can you be honest too? And I'm
a lot of women can't handle nobody being honest.
A lot of women can though.
You're right. You're right.
I know you can get 10 of your friends. You can get 10 of your friends that you know, like your girls, and you can have this conversation. But then, like somebody like me, I'll be like, okay, but 2 years ago, you changed in 2 years. 2 years ago, a year ago, I remember you talking about you was gonna mess up his car, his house, or when you see the chick, I'm gonna beat her up. So they can't handle it. You see this stuff on TV.
It's simpler than that. You know how I know too many women can't handle honesty? Because it's too many women going out for girls' night out, looking so up from the flow up, makeup, hair, and clothes all jacked.
And don't tell a goddamn friend nothing.
Nothing.
Look at you, girl.
Out here with your eyebrows a different color.
And that's why I don't do fake friends. Okay? If my homegirls know, if I'm your friend, bitch, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Okay? And I don't care how you feel about it in that moment, but you're gonna get the truth from me. Okay? If I let you come outside looking toe up, I'm not your real friend. Okay?
Hey, Ms. Grim Talk.
you should look back at that picture and wonder why I was walking next to you, because you let me walk out the house
like that.
Nothing.
Miss Grim Talk. Miss
Trifling. Now we gotta line it up. Outside sneakers. Let's go.
Miss Grim Talks. We have one of our viewers on Facebook, Miss Erica Rena. She said her father/parents. I can't see
did a wonderful job. She sounds like the result
of
a healthy parenting. And Zeke, you should want your daughter to have this mindset. Absolutely. Absolutely. And this is why I always stress the importance of having powerful men in the household and good fathers in the household. Men in the household matter.
Hold on. I had a horrible example for a mother. My mother is alcoholic to this day. She is a narcissist. She verbally, emotionally, and physically and mentally abused all of her children. My biological father is absent. I know for a fact that neither of the three people who contributed to who I am today wanted to be parents, but they found themselves in a position where they were parents, and only one of them rise to the occasion. So as a woman, I can look to my mother and her 4 sisters and her relationship with her mother and see what went wrong. I can look at my childhood and my relationship with my mother and my relationship with my 2 sisters and see what goes wrong. I can look at my relationship with my friends growing up and say, okay, there is a trend with women here. Because I had an absent father who had no problem saying, yeah, I'll come by, I'll be there on Friday to pick you up.
And I'll never show up.
Not the clock. Oh, hey, man, listen. I couldn't get my mom's card. Mind you, 27 years old. I couldn't get your granny's card.
She remember the age and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can't come get you this weekend. I remember. So I've had a father who was present. I've had an absent mother. I've had an absent father. And I've also had grown women who were maternal figures. I would not have graduated high school if it wasn't for the administrative assistant for the principals in my high school. She single-handedly made sure, and not because I wasn't doing my work, because I didn't care. She made sure I graduated high school. Imelda Aldana, I'll never forget her name. It's not always your parents who make you who you are today.
That's true.
And if you don't have parents who are there for you,
gravitate to the ones that show up.
Find somebody. There is somebody. God will never, ever let you walk through this world through Lucifer's kingdom by yourself. He will send people for you. They are there.
Right.
Look for them. Hold on tight to them. Listen to them.
Right. And this is why we stress mentors and people, us as a people, no matter what race you are, being able to see your reality, see your past, see your future and say, hey, I'm going to take control of me. I'm not going to use my past as an excuse. I just had this conversation with a friend of mine. We can't use our past and what we've experienced by other humans as an excuse not to succeed in life or not to push and not to strive. That's a cop-out, right? We all have a fucking story. It may not be the same, but we all have a story. And this is why we have to, right, and that's why we have to take control of ourselves and say, hey, so what, I had a crackhead mother. So what, I had an alcoholic father. So what, I had whoever, somebody touched me in my family. They were sick and I was a kid and, they molested me. So what? That was your experience of that other human. That was their illness, their brokenness. That was not yours. So you have to be willing to take control of your own life. I stress that. Mental health as well.
You aren't responsible for the damage that was done to you.
Correct.
At any point in your life, but you are responsible for what you do with the pieces. Do you put yourself back together? Do you cut up your own hands? Or do you use the shards of your being to cut up the people around you? The decision is yours.
Look at Miss Grim talk. But look, I have 2 more things I want to address before we get off the show. And this going back to the lies. And y'all made some great points. I love it. I know our viewers love it. We getting people posting. And we have one viewer, Miss Lakia Morgan, says she's glad that she's tuned into the show today. We appreciate you coming on the show. Hope you follow us on our other shows. Please follow us on our other social media outlets. Okay, my next question is, and this is pertaining to the lies. Why do we go along with them, even though we know it's a lie? Is it because we don't want to be lonely? We don't want to hear that from our friends or family members that I told you so, or you stupid, we told you that happened. Why do we go along with them? And let Ms. Grimm talk. We're going to let you go first.
Why do people go along with the lies? I mean, it's different for different people. You know, I saw something the other day that said, of the 5 love languages, the one that is yours is the one that you lacked as a child, right? I lacked all of them. That's why I tell people all of the 5 love languages are mine. You got to show me everything. People go along with the lies for different things. Some people don't want to be lonely. Some people don't want to be wrong. For a lot of people don't want to be wrong. Some people just want to be able to say, well, I have a man. I have a woman. I got somebody at home. Yeah, it ain't shit, but and what? I'm sleeping next to somebody at night. It's different things for different people. I think the overwhelming, general answer is people just don't want to stand up on their own. A lot of people weren't taught to stand up on their own, and you see it today with the kids. These kids are not taught to think. They're not taught to resolve conflict and problem solve and find the answer to the question on their own. They're taught to go ask the next person.
Or follow along to the status quo. Fall in line to what's common or what's happening or what everybody else is doing. I read a book.
I hope that it fits.
Yeah. I read a book by Napoleon Hill that said, Napoleon Hill wrote Outwitting the Devil. And in the book, a guy was having a conversation with the devil. And the devil said, you know why I have control of 93% of the population on Earth? It's because 93% of the population are drifters. They're not free thinkers. They don't stand up. They don't take accountability. They all want to be lied to. They're all drifting.
That goes on right now to this day.
So if you just go, especially in this generation,
a rock to brush up against and stay there until the current change.
Right.
Well, my last question. This is about the reference to the apps. Do they help with matches, like getting people together, or matches that they want you, or matches that they want you, are showing you that you should have?
I think it's a little of both. Like they put your information in, and then you put your information in, and whoever you kind of are more
compatible to.
Yeah, you'll see those people on certain sites.
But see, that's why
these apps are stupid.
Then some of them you can just see everybody, and you swipe, and basically you're just basically choosing a person off of the first initial off of appearance, right? Because you have to swipe, you're looking at them.
Yeah.
So you're not even getting into their psyche or figuring out what kind of person they are or whatever. You're just looking at them.
Image. What you think, Ms. Grimm?
Yeah, these apps are stupid. There is an app that I use because I stopped using Tinder years ago. It's BLK. It's supposed to be the all-black Tinder.
I just said that.
I be seeing white people on there though.
Yeah.
What you want to rip up? Everybody hear you.
Yeah, it'd be a
good. I don't know yet. Stupid. I'm gonna tell y'all something, and I wholeheartedly believe this. If you're really not finding love, like if you've been in the same place your whole life, and you're not finding love, you're not finding work, you're not finding happiness, you can leave. Leave. Move to a new city, move to a new state, move to the other side of the country. Leave. Leave. Why? Because humans, we're not stationary creatures to begin with. We are nomadic. We did not stay in the same place, and we certainly did not procreate and mate with people that were in the same village or tribe as us. That is not how you make your tribe stronger. You go and at different points of the year, different tribes would all meet up at certain places, and they would have festivals and celebrations, and they would trade, and you would bring commerce and food and culture. Move around.
Miss Grim Talk, boy, she's stressing that. Move around.
Yeah, because every place is not for you.
And dry.
Yeah.
Move around. Get up. Y'all be on y'all knees. Get up.
Yeah.
Well, look, Miss Grim Talk, we're about to end the show, but before we go, I would like for you to send me 4 of your favorite artists. I love to create a playlist in your name on our podcast radio show, as well as on our Spotify station. And I think our next show is going to be on bullying. But if you have any topics that you would like to discuss or whatnot, and you don't mind us presenting it on our show, we would love to present those topics, as well as to have you on a guest, not only on that show, on any of our shows. The conversation was good. And I know I told you I was mad, but I'm not really mad at you. You are a good guest on the show, but I ain't gonna be letting you knock my brothers like that.
It's the truth.
Listen, I don't know if you're gonna want me on the bullying one, because to be honest, low key, a hefty level of bullying is good for you.
Well, hey, we would love to have you on the show where you can give your reason as to why, because some people probably need to hear that. And what I love about our podcast show with me and Miss Meen of that Diva, we talk about any and everything. And like when she told you when you came on, we look for the heat. We ain't scared of the heat.
Right.
So with that being said, go ahead and let our guests know who you are. If you want them to follow you on any of your social media outlets, the platform is yours, and we'll love to have you back on our show again.
You guys, my name is Juliana. It's Giuliana. It's the Italian spelling. You can find me here on Stationhead. It's Grim with 2 M's Talks. So Grim Talks. I am on Instagram. I do not post on there, but on my story, it's Sippin' with no G on Grim, 2 M's Juice, Gius. So Sippin' on Grim Juice. I have my own show on Stationhead, but I do not have a following, so I rarely do shows because I don't have people to converse with. But I followed you on here. I'm gonna check you out. You said you're on YouTube, so I'm gonna go follow you on YouTube.
Appreciate that.
I'm gonna come over here and chop it up with y'all. I love the conversation.
We love you.
Well, we definitely gonna follow your handles as well. Please give our the Upper Room station a follow too. That's our main station. And whenever we have talk shows on there, we'll love for you to come on there as well. And Miss Meen of that Diva, she have an army of followers, which are women, which I can't stand none of y'all. But that's okay. I'm gonna build my brand up with the fellas, and they're gonna come on here, and it's gonna be war.
No. It's nothing about the fellas or the ladies. I think we all need to have some hard truths that we need to hear. You know, women are women, women are men, men are men, men are women. Everybody got some hard truths they need to face, and somebody got to tell them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And listen, you know I don't care. I say that all the time. I don't care what y'all think about me. I'm going to just keep it real. And if you take from it and you love it, hey, great. If you take from it and you like, I ain't feeling Miss Meen, I feel you. But, you know, your opinions don't really matter. They're not going to hurt my feelings. I'm just that raw. But y'all love it. So I love y'all back.
Somebody who don't care like somebody from Texas.
That's right. Texas mother, that's where I stay.
Yeah.
Hey, but to our viewers and listeners, please give Miss Grim Talks a follow. Hey, man, she's real. We love to have her on our show. Do you have any shout-outs you want to give before we get off of here?
I don't name drop like that. Catch me on the street.
Hey, well, Miss Grim Talks, we really appreciate you being on our show, and we hope to have you back, and we're definitely going to give you a follow, and we appreciate you giving us a follow as well.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Bye.
Not a problem. Bye-bye. Well, Miss Meen of that Diva, it's on you. Give out your final thoughts and your shout-outs.
Hey, man, listen. Don't be easily manipulated, okay? Like, stand in your truth, stand on your integrity, and tell each other the truth, right? And women, masturbate more. You're not desperate, you're just horny. Masturbate, okay?
Could that be the same thing for fellas too?
Y'all, they already jacking off in the shower. You see, they doing it already. Don't worry. You just catch up, girl. Catch up. I want to give a shout out to Lavish Designs by Shantae. She is still doing her thing. She has wonderful pieces. Check her out. I want to give a shout out to She's Making Sweets. She has a great cake making. She does her thing. I want to give a shout out to my guys, my boys. business that I help manage with them. silvercoastalconstruction.com. They can help you with any renovation. We can build your house from the ground up. Look us up on IG and on Facebook to catch some of our pictures, our latest renos, our flips. We do jobs for investors, and they're doing a wonderful job. So if you need anything done, look them up, silvercoastalconstruction.com. And I have missed all of you guys. I'm so happy we're back. I say that all the time. It seems like we're gone for years, but it's just like a couple weeks or a month or so. So we're going to try to pump out more shows. The summertime is coming. Look forward to us putting more shows together towards the summer. And I really love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you.
Hey, before I get into mine, Miss Shantae Williams said the rose. That rose is a beast. So y'all don't have one, you need to get one. Fellas, you can enjoy
buy your girl the rose.
With the help with them using it too. We had another guest to come on at the end of our show. We really appreciate you, Miss Yodel Mim or Mim. Yodel, I forgot. She told me how to pronounce that name, but like I told you, I ain't good with names, so I apologize for that. Please catch us on one of our other shows. But this show is being broadcasted by the Upper Room podcast show. This is Zeke Freaky Tales with my beautiful co-host, Miss Meena, that Diva. Please follow all of our social media outlets, being Instagram, the Upper Room, Twitter at Upper Room 19, YouTube, the Upper Room. Look for the 8-ball logo with the UR in the middle, as well as on Facebook. We have 3 pages because our following is growing. We are the Upper Room West, the Upper Room, and the Upper Room podcast supporters. With that being said, we will be on the next show, so please follow our social media outlets. We'll be posted on there. I want to give a big shout out to some of our supporters in Busy Bee Cab Stand in Galveston, Texas, Daiquiris to Go on 4028th and Broadway, Fortray Photography, Kimball Anderson, Donnell Bennett, 4 Minute Offense. You can find them on YouTube under Starcade Media, National Scouting Service, The Pleasure Boss. She's one of our special guests that comes on our show. She was going to be on today, but she's doing a seminar that goes to show you at Podcasters We Are Growing. Picture Perfect Photography, Tommy Napoli, the personal chef. If you're into eating healthy and right, please find him on Instagram as well as on Facebook, Eugene Productions. And at the end of this show, we have these guys. I made a little video for the credits of some of these guys with their information on there as well. Another person that you all need to get the following, her name is Miss Crystal Smith. She started her own company called the 6 Figure Single Moms, and she's doing it. I'm a relative of hers now by marriage. I attend a church. I got to talking to her about doing podcasting and start getting her brand out and start marketing herself more because she didn't want to do it because she felt it was bragging. But I told her some of these single women that's trying to get on your level or at your level but don't know how to talk about it or speak. She's showing videos of her getting on private jets, what she's doing, how she leave, how she work from home, have her own beautiful home, and she's a single mom and doing it herself. So to all the beautiful Black women out there and women in general, you can do it. Sometimes, like our guest, my co-host and our guest was saying, you just need that push and drive, and you need people to be truthful with you. And it's crazy how Ms. Grim Talks was saying that some of these women go out and thinking they looking cute, and they own friends know they not looking cute, but y'all don't even tell them. That's just like if I'm sitting up here and I got a boogie in my nose and you don't tell me, and I go to the store and somebody say, who I don't even know, hey man, you got something. Yeah. So we need to quit doing that. We need to uplift each other, continue to support, quit being fake, keep your circle small, but make sure the people that's in your circle, you helping them to grow as well as they helping you to grow, and you getting stronger together. Again, on March the 25th, we will be at Rice Junior High School. Yeah. No, it's this month.
Oh, March.
March the 25th, we will be at Rice Junior High School in Alter, Texas. It's going to be our first seminar as a podcast company, and we're going to be trying to educate as well as learn from some young youth and hope the better they selves, the better their lives. If they're going through some things, hopefully we can help them with a caring word. Please follow us on Stationhead App Radio, download the app, and follow Zeke the 5 Foot Freak as well as the Upper Room. And with that being said, that is our show. Ms. Meen, do you have anything else you want to say? We do miss y'all. We love y'all. Continue to support us. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Upper Room, so you can get alerts when we go on live. I know a lot of people don't do social media, so if they don't, and it's somebody you know, tell them, hey, you can watch them on YouTube. You don't necessarily get on Facebook or Instagram. But with that being said, I am Zeke, the 5-foot freak, with my beautiful co-host,
Miss Mina, that Diva.
Hey, we are out. We don't know what y'all about to do after this, but we are gone.
We gone. You gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell up out of here.
Zeke Freaky Tales with Miss Meen that Diva would like to thank our viewers and our listeners. Our supporters in prayer, New Bethlehem Missionary Baptist Church, Pastor David Smith and his wife, Miss Linda Smith. Portrait Photography, which can be found on Facebook as well as on Instagram. Under Trayvon Brown. Miss Crystal Smith, CEO of Six Figures Single Moms, which you can find her on Instagram under 6 Figure Single Moms. Our girl Brooke Coleman, also known as the Pleasure Boss, who also be a special guest on our podcast shows. You can find her on Facebook, Instagram, and on YouTube. The phenomenal Miss Jermisha Hardiman. You can find her on Facebook, Instagram, as well as on YouTube for fitness, photographs, and planning. Tommy Napoli, the personal chef. If you're into eating right and eating healthy, you can find him on Instagram and on Facebook. Be sure to tune into Listening to the Legend on YouTube, as well as on Stationhead App Radio, The Upper Room. Be sure you download the Stationhead app and follow some great podcast radio stations in Meek 88, Zeke the 5-foot freak, The Upper Room, and Meek and Zeke podcast radio stations. You don't want to miss them.